And then we have, for more on this clash of civilizations, you look at who's responsible and why is there all of this third world immigration moving into European countries. One who's behind the wars that are in the chaos and the turmoil that's causing the refugee crisis, and then who is opening the doors and pushing diversity and multiculturalism and allowing them all in. This is Sweden.
I think there's a resurgence of anti-Semitism because at this point in time, Europe has not yet learned how to be multicultural. And I think we're going to be part of the throes of that transformation, which must take place. Europe is not going to be the monolithic societies that they once were in the last century. Jews are going to be at the center of that. It's a huge transformation for Europe to make. They are now going into a multicultural mode, and Jews will be resented because of our leading role. But without that leading role and without that transformation, Europe will not survive.
So they want to flood Europe with Africans and Muslims, and then meanwhile, behind the scenes, some of them are pushing clash of civilizations. And rabbis even believe that this all fulfills their end times prophecy, to have Islam conquer Christianity, to have the West mix with the East and have them, but while they're the chosen ones, they stay pure, and then they rule over all the mixed goyim that are always divided and conquered, which it teaches as well. Egyptians against Egyptians, brother against brother.
It's the end of days.
So here he is, the rabbi, talking about end of days and this prophecy.
It's the end of days. You're going to need the iron of Esav, which represents Edom, which is the West, Europe, and the Americas, to get intermixed with Ishmael, which is basically Arabs and Muslims. How in the world was this ever going to happen if not for this refugee crisis? At the end of days, you're going to have this intermixing between Esav, Edom, which is the West, and the East, which is the Muslims and the Arabs, making this through this influx into the world. And they're going to have children, I don't want to say by the dozens, but they're going to have a far larger birth rate than the indigenous people there, and they're going to sort of conquer by number. And there are many different sources for this.
I wish Tommy Robinson, Lawrence Southern, and all of the fake MAGA patriots that want to cry all day about Islamic immigration and immigration, I hope that they'd see this. They need to see this rabbi. They need to see Barbara Spector. How has Tommy Robinson not seen these clips yet? Somebody must have showed him, and he just won't go there, won't talk about that. They want to demonize Muslims all day. I showed you, they don't even believe that they did 9/11. Bin Laden denied responsibility and said that America is subordinate to the Jews, and that somebody wants to create a clash of civilizations.
One of them in Yehezkel, chapter 14, and many other sources as far as this is concerned, where it's mentioned very, very vividly what will happen to the Jews and what will happen to Yerushalayim and what will happen to the world at that time, where there will be many, many people killed and so on and so forth. So the idea...
Oh, no big deal. Many, many people killed and so on and so forth. There's the Gog and Magog war, and there's they're all going to be mixed together. This sounds like a Rothschild's friend Kalergi, what he wrote about how they will be the spiritual nobility and they will rule over all of the mixed, all of the rest of the races will mix together in, what are they, I think he said like an Egyptian-like mixed, and you see all the propaganda, like the future humans from... National Geographic, like everybody's mixed. They always talk about diversity, but really they want to get rid of diversity and have some mixed, homogenous, lower subhuman goyim thing is this weird fantasy they have where we're going to be their servants and their slaves. And top rabbis, that's what they say, is goyim are only here to serve them.
Of having these refugees come into Europe, it's no longer a matter of whether it's right or wrong. It's just simply a fulfillment of what it was meant to be all along. This is the fulfillment of the Hazal and the prophecies. This has to happen, and this is just another sign that we are nearing, the completion of this tikkun of the entire world.
Hear that, Christians? Hear that, Christians that want to blame Islam for everything? They call it the broom. This rabbi calls Islam the broom. and they want this to happen. They're behind it.
Le Mashiach viendra que quand Édom, l'Europe, la chrétienté sera
The Messiah will return only once Edom, Europe, Christianity will be totally destroyed. So he's saying the same thing as this last rabbi.
totalement tombée. Donc je vous pose la question,
So I ask
c'est
you, is it good news that Islam invades Europe?
une bonne nouvelle que l'islam envahisse l'Europe? C'est une excellente
It's excellent news. It means the coming of the Messiah.
nouvelle, ça annonce la venue de Mashiach. Excellente nouvelle.
Excellent news.
Vous allez le payer très,
You will pay dearly for it, Europeans.
très cher, les Européens. Mais à un
To
point,
such
vous
an
n'avez même pas
extent,
de
you have
notion
no
quoi.
idea.
Et vous n'aurez pas où fuir.
And
Parce que tout le
you
mal
have
que-
no place to run to because of all the evil you have done to Israel. You will pay for it 100-fold.
que vous avez fait à Israël, vous le paierez au centuple. Quand l'Italie disparaîtra,
When Italy will be gone, yeah, they want revenge on Rome. At the CPAC conference, the guy from the JCPA was there, and he was talking about his disdain and how much he despises Rome and what they did, destroying the temple and the persecution. And now Netanyahu calls America the new Rome. And when Pompeo was visiting, and Netanyahu thinks that he's conquered Rome, and he for all intents and purposes he has.
Édom, c'est pour ça que le QG de la chrétienté qui vient de Esav se trouve
Christianity is headquartered in Rome, so they want Rome to be conquered. And look at what just happened to the famous Catholic cathedral in Notre Dame in France.
là-bas. Quand cet endroit-là disparaîtra, et c'est ce que veut faire l'islam,
Islam is the broom of Israel. You have to know it.
il s'occupe. L'islam, c'est le balai d'Israël, sachez-le.
Interesting too. They said that the cathedral was anti-Semitic. And then what else do we have here? Oh, we're gonna skip over that and that. Okay, that's all. That's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I am Adam Green with No More News. Let me know what you think about the predictive programming connections. Who do you think was behind it? Was it an accident? Who's going to be blamed? Where is this going to go? Is there going to be revenge attacks? Are we going to see an escalation of this clash of civilizations? Who benefits from all this? And of course, it's just such a terrible, horrific tragedy to see such an iconic, historical, symbolic building go up in flames. It really is sad. If it wasn't an accident and somebody did it, it's sad that a building so old with so much history, and there's mystery on how it was made and such just amazing architecture. If one person could destroy that with just a match and some gasoline, can just take the whole thing down. It would be very sad if that's the case. I hope they get to the bottom of it and find the cause. So there's and people, I'm sure there'll be conspiracies no matter what. But anyway, guys, if you like content like this, want to support to help you bring you more videos, support No More News, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, and check out the Patreon and PayPal links below. I'm working on getting nomorenews.org back up better than ever. And that's all for now. See you in the next video. I'm Adam Green with No More News, and I'll see you soon.